indeed, do that. Can't forget announcements.
Indeed, indeed.
Probably turn that off.
All right, excellent. Now I can listen to music while I model without having to worry about getting copyright struck. I don't monetize these anymore, but it is annoying.
Fair enough.
Yeah, music definitely helps with concentration.
Yes, indeed. And they still are able to hear our lovely voices, aren't they?
Yeah. No, I've
Wonderful.
got headphones that have more than one channel, and I can just mute one of them.
Nice.
It is nice. I really lucked out with these. Got them for like $40. They're a $300 pair. Bought them used. They smelled like cigarette smoke for the first 2 months I owned them, but after that it was fine.
Yeah, I have I got this for like $30, but I got a Zyberia X headset. So that was fun.
Oh yeah.
These things normally go for like $120. I got it for 30. Just nice.
That's very nice. Okay, it looks like this bottom section curves up along. So...
Are we finally live now?
Oh, we've been live for a little bit.
Ah. I'm sorry. I just don't have like Twitch pulled up because I normally don't do that. But
You're fine.
yeah. Hello everybody. It's just your boy DK here and Omega. It's just us two. So I hope you're happy with the two of us.
Yep. Just the two of us.
Jeez, this map is making me realize just how massive Swamp is.
Indeed. Swamp is pretty super massive.
And that's not just the environments. The map itself is massive.
Get a good skybox going, that does most of the work for you.
Well, yeah, but like the props themselves, like you have to have track going between trees and all that.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, well.
Could be worse.
It could be.
Let's see here. I'm okay with this. This looks fine. Curves down in the back a little bit, but I'm alright with that. And then we're just going to take this, get rid of this part, highlight this part.
Yes, crazy. I am indeed funny track maker, man.
He's just claiming that.
In lieu of Pines. In lieu of Pines, because Pines is currently not here.
Yes.
You know what? I could do some lava. I'm gonna try and finish lava before the tournaments. Because tournament is 2 weeks from now, so that's good. Cool. I'm gonna work on lava. That's the wrong lava.
Oops.
Hello, Bengals.
Space.
Oh, that. I mean, okay. Here's the thing about cosmic. That's what I'm supposed to be looking for. Cosmic. I've tried to fix it, but messing with one area just messes over with the other area. And where's cosmic? God damn it. So, just due to the way that the asteroids are like moving around in the space station, it's kind of hard for me to control what asteroids go in and out and all that stuff. So, unfortunately, for the fact of the matter is that some of the asteroids are just going to like smash through the
Okay.
this area here. That's just an unfortunate side effect. Unfortunately, I wish I could control that, but without like individually going into this and like selecting every single individual rock object that flies into the space station, that's just yeah, no. I am probably not going to do that because that is a exponentially long amount of time that I just don't have. So, I'm sorry, Chris, but like without individually going in here and finding every single rock object that clips into the space station, that's just probably not going to happen. Because again, yeah, like I said, it's very time consuming. I don't want I don't have time for that.
I ate a clock once. It was very time consuming.
Yes, thank you, Omega. You see what I mean? Consuming clocks is very it's very hard on your body.
Consuming time.
All right, back to card lava realm. Creeper Solar Realm. Well, I mean, unless we can get Neo's permission for that, then it's just going to probably remain the same as it is right now. Like, I get it that the boosters are kind of hard to see, but like, it's not too big of a game-breaking thing. So, if it's not too game-breaking, I'm probably just going to leave it. Oh, excuse me. So tell me, Omega, how do you feel about Nacho Cheese Land?
Lava realm, you mean?
No. I mean Nacho Cheese Land. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. I like it. I'm a fan.
Wonderful.
Especially like any attempt to include the ancient architecture.
Yeah, that's something that like most lava realms don't really do too much.
And why would they? If they can avoid it, it's much simpler to just...
Your cavern realm is still lagging your PC? Are you kidding me? Ah, gods.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Still, after all this time, I can't.
Yeah, I don't know what would be causing it because I did a lot of work to try and delag Cavern Realm, but it might be the bats. But if it is the bats, then I swear to God, I've spent way too much time with those bats. It's driving me insane.
Simplify the bats.
I mean, I probably could, but
Do it. Do it.
all right. So wonderful.
Ooh, it's getting beveled.
Geez, it is exceedingly bright. That's that's probably an effect I want. That is the effect I wanted for lava. Although, dear God, it is bright as hell. Oh wait, right, I probably shouldn't be using that. That off. That off.
What does ACCG mean in the context of velocity redux?
Accelerators. I think it's an accelerators mod.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so I think it might just be localized to how strong your PC is. Get a bulkier PC, Chris.
Lamau skill issue?
Nah, I get you. I get you. I get what you mean, but still, like, it's just something I can't exactly control too often.
Can't help myself, sorry. Skill issue? Oh, sorry, I said it again.
Ah, wonderful. Omega, the one to
Gosh,
always point out a skill issue.
It's so funny. It's just so... There's so much humor in it.
Yeah, fair enough. Do I not have a pillar object?
Interesting.
Time to rectify that.
Oh, did you see the new Indiana Jones movie?
Yeah, it sucked.
You'd think so. Yeah, I noticed a lot of plot holes in it. It was entertaining, but at the expense of a lot of...
I will say this. First 15 minutes are the best part of the movie. Everything after the first 15 is just no.
Oh, you mean the flashbacks?
Yes, the flashbacks, because that's peak Indiana Jones. Everything else is just like a weak imitation of Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I didn't think it was awful, but I did have some problems with it, and I'm trying to remember what they were.
The plot holes, like, well, we don't want to really. Do we want to spoil people or?
Let's try and stay away from it if we can.
Okay. So, well, I won't spoil anything, but I do mean what I mean when I say that the first 15 minutes is the best part.
Yeah. Well, it was like... It was just like a retconned classic Indiana Jones adventure. Like, they're just like, yeah, well, this totally happened in the past. But for reasons, it's...
Relevant to the movie.
Yeah, it's canon now.
I will say the CGI is definitely improving in terms of like making characters look like their younger selves.
CGI is good. I didn't have a problem with the CGI. Thought the CGI was fine. My issue... So, I'm trying to remember. They did a lot of... they did a lot of things with, like... with characters' motivations. I thought it was kind of ham-fisted how incompetent the villains were. That's like my main gripe with the movie, I think. Is that the villains just they had no idea what they were doing. It was by sheer luck that they managed to get as far as they did. Because
Yeah, like there's this whole plot point of like the villains literally just find them because that this happens and this happens.
Yeah, basically, just like, oh, they got lucky. Which, I mean, you can base a plot off of that, but it cost some of my engagement. Because I was like, it doesn't make them seem any more dangerous. It's just like, well, it's a roll of the dice if things go this way or if things go that way. And it basically was the entire movie. It's just like, yeah, they got lucky, and they got lucky, and they got lucky. And that was random chance, and that was sheer coincidence. And anyway, that was my main gripe. The rest of it was fine. I didn't really have a problem with like the premise or the way they executed it. Then again, I've never been a huge Indiana Jones fan. I've liked the stuff, but it's never been like... I've never been like really big on it. But I've watched them before and thought, oh, this is a fun time.
So for all of you people watching, I am about to show you a pro gamer move, as they say.
Breaks his chair.
No, actually, but let's see here. Now go to this, and we go to this.
Oop. I may have clicked the wrong button.
Oh. I don't know. What'd you do?
I think I subdivided.
Omega, no. Why'd you do that?
To make it look prettier.
I see. I see how it is.
Disabling GPU subdivision? Clear edge crease. Catmull plaque. Levels. Advanced. Use limit surface. Use creases.
we'll just promote this then. I wish to all the gods there was a function in distance to have like a heat amplification thing.
Alas.
Yes, unfortunately not.
I will say they did definitely leverage Harrison Ford well in the movie, especially considering his age. They didn't, like, try and pretend he was any younger than he was.
Yeah, like, I mean, as much as I don't really appreciate like using legacy actors in all this ways, I do at least like that they used Harrison to the best that they could.
Yeah.
Like Harrison's still really cool. I appreciate that.
He played the role well. He played the role well. Which is, I think, the most important thing.
Yeah, it is, relatively speaking. Now that's fun.
Oh, watch Barbie? Yeah, no, I think I'll watch it. It looks good.
Yes, Chris, this is an entirely new lava. Uh, it's going to stay very as faithful as I can to the actual card art because the card art is very interesting in how it comes about with lava.
Card art is pretty fantastic for lava. That's
Yeah.
what I tried to do for... Do you have any of the assets I used in my card realm for lava?
No, actually.
Would you
Although,
like
I mean,
them?
sure.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I'll send the files your way. Levels. There you go. Give that a try. It should have the entire level file in it.
Thank you, thank you.
And you have my full permission to rip any assets in there that you want. It's got some pillars, got some bridges, some volcanoes. It's got a pretty decent skybox, lava textures, a few other assets, warp anchor like tubes.
Wonderful.
Yep. I don't know if I ever like released it as its own level. I wouldn't have to do that much work. Just
Ooh, black magic. Oh, hey, I remember parts of this.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, wasn't this in, like, the trailer you made for the Distance Custom Cars?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It was.
Cool beans.
Yeah. So thought you might find that interesting. I also based that off of the card art, so feel free to rip any of it.
Understand?
Yeah.
Alien tech. Acceleron magic.
Yeah, pretty much. If you do end up using that and you put people in the credits, credit Pines as well. He helped with the particles and a few of the decorations.
Okay, cool. Oh. Wonderful.
It basically goes in a loop.
Oh, yeah, I guess it wasn't uploaded at all because there's no start.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Cool. Anyways, let us see how this looks. I do like the skybox, though. The skybox is fun.
Skybox was all Pines.
Ah. I see. Wonderful.
Which is why it looks so good.
I actually might use that instead of the one I have.
It's pretty fantastic.
And all abilities are enabled. Nice.
Yep.
Let's put some Eurobeat on.
Excellent.
Also, I can kind of see why you didn't upload this map, Omega.
It's very unfinished.
Yeah, there's no cooldown.
Yep, it's missing a decent chunk of things. I might eventually release it, but I don't know. I've just been working on other things recently. I've been doing car modeling and
We all be busy people.
level editing, but for other levels. This block of time from here till like for another hour and a half, that's basically all I have to work on this stuff. The rest of my time is dedicated elsewhere.
Yeah, I feel that. The woes of a working man.
Yeah. Alas.
Isn't that their whole like collapsing tunnel thing that you had going on with this?
I don't know. It may have been.
Hmm.
Ah, yes. Perfect geometry. There is no fault here. Nothing wrong.
Minecart realm? I actually, for April Fools, I should make a Minecraft realm.
It accidentally slaps.
Indeed. How dare you actually putting effort into an April Fool's map?
That's how classics are made. Be careful.
Oh, whoa. That's a fun little error. Wonderful. It is certainly a long boy.
The map?
Yes.
Yeah. I like my maps to have a decent time. Generally between 3 and 4 minutes is the sweet spot.
Understandable.
Oh, yeah. Put the portal right at the base of the
volcano.
inside the volcano, yeah. I think I should probably make that more climactic.
Oh,
if I were to release it, I would make
speaking
the volcano
of
much bigger.
that, though, I actually did do that for you.
Huh?
So actually, let me show you real quick over here.
We're looking at.
So you approach the volcano here. Joy-Con, stop drifting.
Lamau. Were you using a Nintendo Switch controller?
No, Xbox.
Oh, ouch.
Anyways. Granted, it gets a little bright, but that's the end.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I said interesting. Interesting.
Yep, and it resets too. Uh, controller, stop.
Controller will not stop.
Yeah, so it resets every time you go through. So you can redo the lava chase as many times as you want, for practice at least.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And if you're too slow, the lava will kill you.
Yes.
It's very bubbly.
That's pretty good. Bubbly lava is probably the way
Mm-hmm.
to go. Okay, so
The sky far near.
all right.
Actually,
I will be right back.
alrighty. So there was just one. Hi, chat. How are you guys? That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. Yeah. Uh, well, now that I'm on the spotlight, it's kind of weird, but I'm doing all right. I do not know how to be in the spotlight. Worst movie of the year. Ooh, that's toughy, but I don't know. That's kind of an interesting question, to be honest. There's a lot of them that came out this year, so you can make that argument for a lot of movies. But for this current year, I'd have to give that to probably Indiana Jones. I'm sorry, but I really don't like Indiana Jones' Dial of Destiny too much. Although, hmm, Pan and Wendy was also pretty bad. Really, anything by Disney this year is just terrible. I'm sorry to people who like Disney, but no, no, Disney's just fallen off hard. Oh yeah, yeah. People do really hate it, but like, and I can understand why. uh, let's see. There's also not really many others I have seen. Uh, 65 was weird. Like, maybe it's just the paleo nerd in me, but 65 was just kind of weird. And then of course there's Fast X. Fast X. No. Why? When was this franchise about fucking going to space? Remember? Does anybody remember the good old days of Fast and Furious, where like it was just people driving on the streets and stealing like TVs? Anyone remember that? Those are good times. I miss those times back when Hollywood was simpler. I see y'all are getting ready for the tournament in 2 weeks. That is nice. Cool, cool. Lava is very hard to get right. I mean, hey, you still can do Fast and Furious in like other games. Like Forza has a pretty good amount there. Need for Speed, kinda. You can kind of get away with it with mods. Like I do mod Need for Speed quite a bit to do that. I want the fog to be a bit better.
Alright, I'm back. Had to get a snack, stretch my legs, fill my water bottle. Did I miss anything interesting?
No, just me talking to chat.
Okay. Well, alright. So 18 there.
Maybe I should just get a new controller.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. $11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, that's interesting. By 3 milliseconds. I still don't really follow F1 that much, but like, it's still cool. I'm more of a Le Mans type of guy, you know? Like, what happened with Le Mans and all that stuff. Also, like, well, Le Mans, GPs, not really F1, but like, just, like, general circuit racing.
GP is in Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I'm getting much better at sewing meshes.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oops. Mark scene. How do I mark something to be shaded sharp?
going to outpace Verstappen in the next GP. We will watch with interested eyes. We shall watch with interested eyes.
We shall watch your career with great interest.
Indeed, we shall.
Mark Sharp, that's what it is. I think we might finally be finished with the undercarriage of this thing. I've made a few concessions with the design. It's not exactly right. It's not 100% faithful, but I feel like it does a pretty good job for what it is.
Wonderful.
Bruh. Man, at this pace, all the streams are just going to be modeling some prize for 1 year. And hosting tournaments, nothing else. And hopefully, eventually, I get good enough that I get them done fast enough that I have time for other stuff.
That's the dream.
The dream, he says. That's the cliche, to finish your 3D model of a car fast enough to do more other stuff. Perhaps related to 3D modeling and perhaps related to other things. That's what everybody dreams about.
Golden Boy, is that what you're calling him now? Yeah, okay, I will say this, Madrek, Chris, y'all gotta watch out for Garage 56, because the little Bengals is coming in pretty clutch right now.
Garage 56?
It's a Le Mans term. It basically means like somebody who's doing a stuff that's like not exactly like along the track lines, but also kind of in the track lines.
Interesting.
It basically just means like it's an experimental car or stuff like that. It's like an experimental design, basically. I refer to Bengals as Garage 56 because he's like a newcomer and like it's kind of like you get what I'm saying.
No.
Fair enough.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm sure some of the racing fans will be able to get my reference.
Yes. It's funny. I like cars, but just aesthetically. Like all the rest of it, the car culture, I'm lost. I'm constantly lost. I'm like
even tuner culture.
Man, I drive a 4-cylinder. I'm gonna buy an electric car when I have the money. That's about it.
You heard it from us here first. Omega.
I ain't trying to like convince anybody that I'm some hotshot on the road. I also drive usually around 10 to 15 miles under the speed limit. It's a bit of an exaggeration. I drive right at around the speed limit, and seldom do I drive over it.
I mean, most people usually do drive within the speed limit. Like, I don't think anybody would want to have their cars pulled over.
You must not know the same people I know. That was a very obvious statement. Let me rephrase. A surprising amount of people I know seem to take the fact that they can speed as like a God-given right.
So they're the type of people who are like, I've been given the speedometer, I'm going to use the whole speedometer.
I paid for the whole speedometer, I'm going to use the whole speedometer, basically.
Yes.
And anyway, like, that's why I'm supposed to be the car guy, right? And, like...
Well, no. See, this is why you have co-hosts, so that people who know more can help you.
Yeah, I know
I'm not
basically
one to.
nothing about cars.
I'm not one to talk. I know diddly squat about cars either. I'm only a fan.
Yeah, no, I enjoy the aesthetic, like, design of some Hot Wheels cars, and turning that into a 3D model is satisfying to me. That's about it. I really enjoy it though. Like, I don't know.
Pinkle Norris. Okay, actually, that's kind of good, Madrick. That's good.
Bro, what?
It's a joke.
Y'all over here telling jokes?
Do we have an Ocean Realm thing?
I think so. I think Nick Elleman's made one.
No, I'm specifically talking about like on the roster.
I don't think we have one on the roster, but we do have one.
No, I have the full roster. I always sent you guys the full roster.
I don't think we have one on the roster is what I'm saying, but there is one.
Yeah, there's a number of them out there. Make more maps, everybody. I need more maps to add to the tournament roster.
Word.
Like, okay, I get it. A lot of you are only here just to drive, but I mean, come on. Me, Pines, and Rhombus can't be the only people adding new maps to the roster.
Hey, I have in the past.
Yes, you have, but the only two maps you have on the roster are Ignition 1 and Metro. Well, yeah, Storm and Metro, and even then Metro got booted off because it was too laggy. And I am currently trying to figure out the lag issues for that.
Yeah. I'm not great at making tournament-type maps. The maps that I've made that've gotten the most attention have been the roleplay maps.
The movie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, we're probably not going to be able to add back Metro anytime soon because, well, the main issue is that Metro has so many moving objects that it's kind of hard for me to work on it.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Like, that's the thing, everybody in chat. Like when you have like, I think 128 individual car objects, and that's just the cars.
And that's optimized from what I was going to go with.
Mm-hmm. And like, ah, gosh.
You can see the development.
You mean Waterfall? Okay, cool. Waterfall's supposed to have been updated. This Nick was supposed to have updated it, but yeah. I'm still waiting for Nick to update it. But yes, Metro probably won't be getting added back because again, it's just way too big.
We've got Pines as Metro. We're fine on Metro.
Yeah, we have one Metro version.
The good one.
I've been meaning to make my own take on Metro, but I don't think I will ever be able to touch Pines at all.
You'd have to completely like change up the concept and get a little bit creative with it.
Yeah, because Metro's whole entire shtick is breaking smoothly, and it's kind of hard to do that in distance.
Without a physics mod.
Yeah. Like, I think Tribo did Cliffside best with his EX Redux, because Cliffside is actually really, really fun.
Yeah, Tribo did a pretty good job with that.
It could update Junk Realm. Ruins and Water are fine. I still need to finish Cosmic. I'll be back, chat. I gotta use the bathroom.
Well, well, well. Now you're alone with me. 50% of the way through our time, and we finished the side skirt and the undercarriage. It's not bad progress. It's considerably more focus than I'm used to having in these. Cursor to green here and here. There we go. Worst movie in the year? Of the year? It's definitely something I haven't seen. I haven't seen very many movies. Worst movie I've seen this year, though. It's an interesting question. I've definitely seen, like, something that you could consider to be a movie that I would consider the worst movie of the year. I don't know. They're all kind of the same. Although I can tell you the best movie of the year, best movie of 2023, in my opinion, at least so far, is definitely Everything Everywhere All at Once. That one stood out to me. None of the others stood out to me as particularly bad. Just average. It's good. Everything Everywhere All at Once is worth the watch. It's a good time. Got nothing but good things to say about that movie. Kind of. It's about a lot of things. Specifically, it's about like a mother-daughter relationship and like family dynamics. But it's also about interdimensional travel, existentialism. Talking about it kind of, it's like the Stanley Parable. Do you know what the Stanley Parable is? It's kind of, it's got a similar vibe.
I must depart now, but have fun, everybody.
Take care, DK. It's been real. Yeah, it's very similar to the Stanley Parable. If you've ever played it, not in the sense that they share similar themes, but in the sense that it's one of those things that kind of defies your expectations. So, setting expectations for what it is, it's one of those things that will get mimicked at some point and then just become a thing. Kind of like how superhero movies were weird and new for a while, and then they stopped being both weird and new, and they became kind of formulaic. But this doesn't really use any formulas, and it's nice, new, fresh. Just kind of a fun time, I think. You'd watch the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? What do you mean by watch it? If it were a movie? Is Red Bull like a villain in F1? Is that the villainous like endorsement team? If they made a the Stanley Parable movie, I'd watch that as well. Simply just to see what they're doing. Because the point of it is that it's a game, it's an interactive experience. So if you take that element away from it, it's like... I suppose you could kind of convey the same message by some of the same themes by putting the main character, Stanley, under somebody else's control, or just having him fill out one version of the... Okay, so this is an exhaust pipe sort of deal. There we go. That's more like it. Interesting. Never thought of Teku as Team Red Bull. Guys really out here with all these custom names for, I guess the F1 lore runs deep. Ah, I've done it all wrong, you guys. I've done all of it. I've done it all wrong. I misunderstood the shape. So what's going on here? Goes all the way back. So that's unnecessary. However, this well, I'll leave whether or not the floorboards are looking good up to you. That's kind of what we got here. What you think? I'll let you gander on that for a minute. before kind of showing you the wireframe a little bit. DK and Mouse are not here. DK was here. Mouse was not. There we go. Yeah, I finished the floorboard. This is what it looks like. I'm just finishing the butt. Yeah, alright. I've made a few concessions for the sake of, well, brevity first off, and then also I'm not scaling this, am I? tail of the car is what I'm working on. Side vents are still in the future. I'm definitely only going to map them in as a texture because I'm not gonna try with geometry for that. Same with these seams right here. Those are also going to be textures if they're added. Oh, this is fine for tries. It's only 39,000 total. Distance's try count per object is 64,000. It's pretty high poly, but it's fine. Speaking of fine, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go for another little stroll. I'm back. Feeling refreshed. See you later, Chris. Do they sell Prime Energy down here? I don't know, maybe. I think they do. I think I've seen it. Wow. Oh, that is some nerve pain. Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, I'm content keeping this here. You can't hear it, but my vertebrae are crack-a-lackin'. How do I... Oh. Yeah, Rhombus is right. Using Blender currently. And then I'll need to use Unity in order to get it in. So next, what I've got to do is make the back, make it smooth, hollow. Shift-Alt-S. Well, if you made a cargo plane or something really big as a custom vehicle, it'd probably just be too big for the screen. I mean, look at Old Smoky, it'd be similar to that. Or the Sweeper. Full view of the car. This is what we got. Give it a minute, and the subdivision will apply. Just smooths out a few edges. And there you go. It's enough of a look, I think. Yeah. Yep, working on the exhaust. So first thing I gotta do is separate that. And then make a Boolean modifier all the way up here. Union. And then now it's time for that cylinder. Exhaust always is the easiest thing for me for some reason. Probably just because I've got the tools for it. There's the exhaust. I think it says 10 minutes to go. I think that's looking pretty good. This entire geometry is a mess. Let's clear it out. Interesting. Oh, there's so much more detail. That's not good. Okay, that's saved. It's remarkably much easier to figure out what I'm doing. I have a direct comparison. Back exhaust looks about right. The rear floorboards, yeah. Needs to curve up and over. But alas, we're out of time. Thanks for tuning in, anybody who did. And I'll see you all next weekend for more of this.